A review of fractions, decimals, and percentages is necessary to be able to perform operations involving percentages. Percentages are based on 100 units, so anytime you need to convert a percent to a fraction, you simply divide by 100. Dividing by 100 is the same thing as moving a decimal 2 places to the left. Multiplying by 100 is the same thing as moving a decimal 2 places to the right. Here are some examples. Converting a percent to a decimal. In order to convert a percent to a decimal, move the decimal 2 places to the left. Let's suppose we have 25%. The decimal is actually located at the end of the number. So the number is actually 25 decimal percent. If we move the decimal 2 places to the left, we now have 0.25. Some people like to put a 0 in the front for a placeholder, so we would have 0.25. Let's try another. 0.25%. You can see the decimal here. If we move the decimal 2 places to the left, we have 0.0025, using a 0 in the front as a placeholder. Now pause the video and practice each example. The answer will be with each problem after a short pause. If you're converting decimals to percentages, you go the other way. If I have 0.35, I would need to move my decimal 2 places to the right and add a percent sign. I would then have 35%. Practice by pausing by working the following problems. Practice by pausing and working the following problems. The answer will be provided after a short pause. Changing decimals and percents to fractions is a little harder. It is only harder because we have a love-hate relationship with fractions. For those of you who require more work, I will post separate review videos over fractions in general. In order to change a decimal to a fraction, count the number of places past the decimal and put the number 1 with the same number of zeros without the decimal. For instance, 0.25 has 2 numbers past the decimal. You would put 25 over 100 because 100 has 2 zeros in it. You would then reduce the fraction. Some of you may need more practice reducing fractions. Please see the review video if that's you. Practice by looking at the following problems. The answer will be provided after a short pause. This fraction is already reduced. This reduces to 1 over 400. Some of you will want to do these on the calculators. There are two calculators that most students use for this course. Some of you had a TI 8384 from high school, so I will go through the screenshots of changing 0.0025 to a reduced fraction. I will now go through the screenshots of the TI-30XS, which is the basic calculator suggested for this course.